Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. This is a stock market update for the week ending Friday, April 10th. All right, we're going to start off here and just take a look at the industrials versus the S&P versus the NASDAQ composite. The Dow Industrials were up 1,412 points this week. Two huge weeks. Not to be unexpected. I mean, I know that the move here this last week was pretty big, but I mean, look at the move down that we had. 5 weeks in a row straight down. And the same thing over here on the SPX. 5 weeks in a row straight down. And yeah, we're going to get, what some would call a dead cat bounce. I mean, it's a heck of a bounce, but you pull that rubber band way down here like this, and yeah, it's going to snap back up 234.2 points. Same thing on the NASDAQ composite. Not nearly the dramatic sell-off in here. Interesting how it came back down here to the 55-week moving average. Seemed to get support. All three of these, same thing. Up 1,024 when you round it here on the NASDAQ composite. All right, let's take a look at the Dow Diamonds. Well, I'm gonna come back to silver. We're gonna look at gold and silver today. But the Dow Diamonds down $2.65 on Friday, and same picture as the Dow Industrials. Up 14.19 for the week, two back-to-back pretty strong weeks in here. We came off a level of support down here. We had a support zone, and then we had this very strong support level. And so now we're sitting, I just talked about how we got support at the 55-week. Well, now we're coming back up and hitting the 55-day moving average that's declining. So it's going to be interesting to see how much further can we push in here. I want to take a look at the Elliott wave picture. I'm counting this as a impulse wave down for wave A. And if that's the case, then what we're looking at is the potential start here of a zigzag corrective move, because I think we are in a fourth intermediate wave, which I'm expecting to play out for months now. And so the move that we're getting here for the B wave, when you have a zigzag and a zigzag correction in here for a B wave, my targets are 50 to 79% of the retracement of wave A. So that's my zone. I'm actually expecting this rally to possibly continue into the end of April, maybe. Here's the end of April right here. Okay, so that's why I drew this box like this, kind of a target zone. We'll see what we get. You get up into this area, and you're going to get quite a bit of overhead resistance, not far above where we are right now. Now, when we take a look at the SPY, it's the same, similar type thing. Not the same, similar type thing. So the SPY was down 45 cents on Friday and up 23.63 for the week. And so now we take a look here. Here's the major support area. Let me zoom out. Major support area that we bounced off of, came back up. Here's that overhead resistance that's that we just started to get into, actually. So I would expect this to be pretty choppy and providing a lot of resistance type activity in here. So the Elliott wave count I've got a little bit different. I'm counting this as a 3-wave down. So it's possible that if this is a 3-wave and this forms a 3-wave B in here, I'm not sure that we really have that yet at this point. I'm watching to see, is it going to come back up here and retrace almost 90% of A and create the potential for a large flat. So it's not nearly as nice in terms of the flat development as what I'm seeing on the Qs, although I'll tell you, here's the other alternate on this. The Qs in the NASDAQ 100, they peaked at the end of October over here on October 29th. There's a real possibility that maybe the S&P 500 and the SPY did the same thing. And that what we had was a 3-wave and kind of a complex bounce up here for a B, and now we're coming on down in a C wave, and maybe we finished it and we're just doing a little connecting wave, and And the reason why I say that is because I'm really expecting this to take quite a while to finish off in terms of a corrective pattern. I'm staying with this as my primary count on the SPY, but my count on the Qs is different. There's no doubt. So that's where we sit here with the SPY. I wanted to take a quick look at the transportation average because that's pretty interesting today, at the end of this week. So it was up 1,250 points. Look at this huge move, moving into new all-time high territory and kind of, leading the Dow Industrials to a certain degree. Okay. But this really needs to hold above this level. This is the daily here. It really needs to hold above this level or this is going to be a major bull trap. So it's going to be interesting to see how the price action is over the next couple of weeks here with, especially this coming week here with the transportation average. Okay, let's take a look at gold and silver. And you can see we're down 78 cents on Friday, up $7.72 for the week. I'm really skeptical that the corrective pattern's over. And when I look at the Elliott wave pattern that I've got, I just feel like this little move here, I'm looking for an ABC, and it just seems like we don't have 5 waves down for the C wave yet. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm expecting. But when I come back and I look at here, if for some reason this morphs into something different and it comes up and starts to break this trend line, continues to rally and start to break this trend line, then you really have to think, well, maybe we got another leg going. But right now, I think it's way too early. I think when you see the 21 like this below the 55 and the 21's hard down, I think this thing has got a lot more work to do to put in a turn to head back north. Okay, so similar type thing when you take a look at silver. Okay, SLV. Percentage-wise, silver had a nice week this week. Up 69 cents on Friday, up $3.29 for the week. But again, it just doesn't look to me like this thing is done. And here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for this C wave to finish off with 5 waves. And then we can start to say, okay, what is it doing? Now, keeping in mind that, fourth waves a lot of times can become very complex. So that's my only caution about that. This fourth wave correcting into a fourth wave of 1 lower degree, that's all the way down here. We'll see how much more we have to go here on SLV and gold before we get another major leg to the upside. Okay, that's it for this weekend.